Hi, my name's Steve Mummery and I'm the Managing Director of Fruition Systems, a Microsoft partner specialising in Microsoft Cloud solutions for small to medium-sized businesses throughout the UK. Fruition's 25 years old this year. We're 7 people strong and we specialise in 2 areas: software development using the Microsoft stack and infrastructure development using the Microsoft Cloud predominantly.
Hi, I'm Simon West. I'm the Head of Dynamics and Power Platform at Fruition Systems. We're slightly unusual at Fruition Systems. We've been around 25 years and we've been committed to the Microsoft space during the majority of that time. We got involved in Dynamics 12 years ago when it was still version 4 we were operating on. And we've made a name for ourselves at delivering very effective systems in Dynamics.
We're not particularly technical. That's not to say we don't know what we're doing, we absolutely do. But we're commercially led, we're customer focused and customer led, and we don't get bogged down in the technicalities of it. It's all about the end solution being a tool for a customer to do the job.
We were one of the first, if not the first, to adopt a very simple approach with Dynamics, which was to not customize, but to configure. Now, what that means is we use the system as is, and then we configure it wherever we can. If we have to customize it with detailed JavaScript or plugins and so on, then the challenge that gives is that that leaves the client with a legacy of code that they have to maintain, and we don't like that. That's not an effective way of working. So over the years, we've built a lot of dynamic systems and they've just carried on working.
We were really excited to learn of something called the Power Platform, which is the application platform upon which Microsoft applications are built and developed. In English, basically that means that rather than the traditional bespoke software development that companies used to have to go through, involving thousands and thousands of pounds of investment, huge timescales, and normally problems down the line associated with it when coders and developers weren't consistent, that's all gone with the Power Platform.
We were very early into the Power Platform and we were building systems on it pretty much from the start. It's a lot more flexible, it's a lot more open to small businesses, to point solutions, to things that don't need the weight and the process behind the dynamic system, but do need all of the structure, scalability, security, and all of the other benefits that being part of the Microsoft platform brings. So this is an evolution rather than a revolution.
The client we're working with at the moment, an international snow sports institute of long standing, are a classic client in terms of their requirements. Their systems are old, antiquated, pretty expensive to run, and frankly, in this modern digital age where web access and self-help portals are really important, what they've currently got just doesn't hit the mark.
So the goal of this project is to bring all their internal systems up to a standard of their training, so that not only are they known for outstanding training, but they can also deliver that highly efficiently and highly effectively. What does that look like? Well, it means that members can immediately update all their details on the website. They've got a full track record of everything that they've ever done. They can easily access all the information that they need as members, and the clients can operate their membership process and their events process very easily.
Clients have been looking at their need and considering their need for a new solution for quite a few months now. They established as a management group early on that they're not really wowing their members and their customers, and part of the brief was that they needed to do that. That's exactly what our solution is going to do.
What we proposed for the clients was to break the project into a number of different phases. The first of which we call the discovery phase. The discovery process will work through with the client precisely what they want from the new system. It's very easy for a client to get blinded by what they've got. And the last thing we want to do is build a slightly better version of what they've got, because that doesn't help anybody. So by creating a discovery process, this frees the client to imagine a future perfect world where they're not constrained by the requirements of the current system and can therefore freely create what it is they really need. And we can then capture that, cost it accurately, put a good timescale against it, so that the client has got a really strong project plan and also the confidence that we can deliver against that project plan.
Some of the challenges that we're likely to encounter are going to be the timeline. We've all heard stories about software delivery and software projects coming off the rails. It's front and center for fruition, but we are dealing with a dynamic situation, changing requirements, and it's important that any changed requirements are incorporated into the solution for the customer.
With projects like this, there's always a number of different challenges, and we've seen a lot of them. I'm sure there's others that will come along and trip us up in future years, but there's a lot of challenges that we can predict, we're expecting, and we'll deal with. So one of the big advantages we're bringing to this project is we've pre-built, because we've got a membership system in place already, we've pre-built a lot of the basic function.
I'm hugely proud to be embarking on this project. It marks a tick box around the experience that we've gained over the last 25 years, certainly the last 15 years in terms of CRM and membership systems. Part of our excitement as a company fulfilling the needs of this particular client sits around the wow factor that they're going to have. It's difficult. We have to sit in our hands sometimes because we know just how their minds are going to get blown when they see what they can do with modern software.